What's going on, masterminds? Alright, so now that we have the video conferencing, your conference room set up, ready to go, it's time to host a meeting. Now, what we talked about before, I'll have a link in the description. It's pretty straightforward. Just a quick recap. It's once you're logged in, you click on meetings, and in the personal meeting room, this is the quickest, easiest way if you want to send out a quick invite. So if you wanted to add a calendar invite, and there are some webinars that you can host, or create a meeting invite, and it has this unique thing, but sometimes you forget it and it's just kind of cumbersome. This is the quickest, easiest way, where after we've edited it on the previous video, which I'll have a link in the description again, you just send this out, and every time that you're ready to start, let's say you've got a meeting at 10 a.m. on Friday, 9:55 comes around, you just log in to zoom.us with your brand new login. Again, you go over to meetings over here, and then you go into the personal meeting room, and then you just click start the meeting, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Let's check this out. Open Zoom. There we go. And as we had in the settings before, as the host, I can have my face be on there, but you don't have to have the participant's face to be on there. You don't want to. If you do click join computer audio, that's the quickest, easiest way if you are connected to the computer. Or if you have a phone, you can always call in. It does have a number here. The other thing you want to do is actually share the screen. So if I click share screen down here at the bottom menu, it'll ask you which screen you want. Make sure it's the right one. For me it's screen 2 in case you have a dual screen. This won't really matter if you have just one laptop screen, which is fine. For me, I'll have 2 screens. I'll do screen 2, and you'll see the big blue highlight around the screen that you've just selected, and you're going to click share. So what that does is it creates an environment. This is your desktop. Think of this like somebody walking into your office and you just pulled a file out and you're going to show that to them. It's just the virtual version. This is your desktop that you're going to show. So anything that is on that screen right there, they're going to be able to see. So if you do have a PowerPoint presentation, you just pop that on. You can go through the PowerPoint presentation. If there's like a demo website that you want to see, something that looks like, I don't know, like this, or if you wanted to show somebody like, oh yeah, here's a demo website, I want to take you through a few things, it's nice and neat. Let's take a look at that. So you can show somebody like a live version of what you're trying to show them, that it makes sense. If you have a quote, like a side-by-side comparison quote that maybe you got from a Dickerson rep, and you wanted to just show them some features, you just pop open that PDF and they'll be able to see everything as if you're sitting right in front of them. Alright, so again, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just you log into Zoom, you open up that personal meeting, you click start meeting, you are ready to go. It's really that simple. A couple of other things, if you wanted to mute, let's say, you can always mute. Just like that. You'll see that little drop-down menu. Sometimes it's on the bottom, sometimes it's on the top. You can click this little tiny arrow just right there, and it'll go top and bottom, and you can move that. If it's kind of in your way, you can always move that too. Additionally, you can stop the video, just like this. If I click stop video, you'll see that the screen on top, that was me hosting. If I click start, here I am again. And you can also, just a little side thing I want to show you, you can choose a virtual background if you are curious about choosing a virtual background. Maybe I'll have another video specific to virtual backgrounds. Kind of good, like if you don't have like a good background. For me, I use like a backlight, and I just keep it nice and simple in the back. I'll probably do some framing later. But if you do want a good background and you don't have a green screen, that's very fine. That's okay. Again, it's if you click this little drop-down menu next to the video recorder, you choose virtual background, and it'll take you to the settings menu on this pop-up side over here. The backgrounds are something that you would have to save. Like if you found a really nice background online somewhere in the past, just click save that, and then you can add it. A little button right here, you just add that to your list of background images. It's on your pictures menu, it's on your downloads menu. You can pick and choose whatever you like. again, if you don't have a green screen, check this off, because here's what's happening. If you do click I have a green screen, the system gets all weird and it just ignores everything. Look at that. Probably not the greatest when you're trying to do a professional meeting. One other thing, if you do have a video, you can choose a video in the background, so it can have some movement if you want to make it look snazzy, if you want to make it pop. For me, I just like to keep it simple, especially when I want to try to focus everything on the content. One other tip that I have learned that's really important is if you're having a conversation with somebody, if you're doing an online open enrollment meeting, and you're just wanting to talk to somebody as if they were in the office, yes, a camera, having the host person share their face and talking with somebody face to face, that's great. But if there's something that you want to share that's content driven, if you have a PowerPoint that you want people to focus on the content, then turn your camera off. Okay, that's really important. If there's an open enrollment meeting, you want somebody to look at a co-payment or an underwriting guideline, there's something you really want them to focus on, they will be distracted by your face and your movements and what you're doing if you keep this on. So if there's a there's a document that you want them to focus on, you just let them know, I'm going to turn this off because I really want you to focus on something else. So you just switch stop video, and all they will see is just the screen. And then you could turn it on for Q&A if you'd like. So that's kind of the start of it. The other thing is, as in the previous video, how we set it up, we had waiting rooms. So no password that you need, but you still have that added security, and I will show you exactly what that looks like. I will log in on my phone as a participant, and we're going to see what happens real time. There we go. So I logged in from my phone here, and we're actually going to see. I don't know if you can see this, if it's kind of blurry a little bit, but ultimately what it's saying is, please wait. The meeting host will let you in. That's the beauty of the waiting room that we set up before. So me as a host, I will see this. I can see the waiting room. I'll click on that. So these are my managed participants. That went from 1, which was just me, to 2. Now here's the best part about this, and that's in terms of security. Let's say I only invited 2 people or just 1 person. And if I see somebody else in this waiting room that I don't recognize, I can always remove them, or I can admit the people that I do know. So if I click admit, and I can say, hey, were you inviting anyone else? Was anyone else going to hop on? Should I invite them too? Because they're in the waiting room. What should I do? So that adds that level of security, so no randoms pop on and do some terrible stuff. But now that they're added, this is great. And in fact, actually, if I start my video, we can actually see everyone. Look at that. All right? So we've got me here as the host, and down below, this is your other client that's now watching, and maybe they want to have a face-to-face, hey, what's going on? The one at the very bottom, though, that's actually my screen recorder too. But that's how simple it is. Once you host the meeting, again, zoom.us, you log in, you click on meetings, you click on personal conference room, and then you click start meeting. That's it. That link remains the same. It's always going to be there. So it's very consistent. You just copy and paste. You can put that in your your email signatures. You can put that online if you'd want. It's just a place where you can just post it anywhere that you want, and when you want to be available, you can just start the meeting, and whoever wants to jump on, they can. If you want to have a quick, immediate conference call with somebody, you can do that with that meeting, and it's actually really, really powerful because it shows that you're readily available. It's as if you were open for business, but online. So people can essentially digitally walk into your storefront and sit down with you and say, hey, I want to talk business, I want to talk shop, I need some insurance advice. What do you got for me? You're open, you're ready to go, and you're ready to talk to them face to face. Okay. So I hope this was useful to everyone. If you have any questions, have any recommendations, if there's something that you're concerned about, trying to adapt to the new normal, the new digital age where everyone's just going online and you just want to basically look like you're rocking and rolling and you've been here before. Let me know what your concerns are. If you want to have a private message, let me know. If you want to chat with myself or Josh or anyone on the Dickerson team about group coverage, individual coverage, if something weird comes up and you just wanted to have somebody do some research, we're here to help you out. So with that, Masterminds, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. All right? Appreciate it.